Hey book fans and book nerds of the world, it's Elias and welcome back to another video here on E&E Book Reviews. Now I am super excited to be talking with you guys today because I just finished reading a fairly new book that blew my mind away. And this book is titled Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. So Amari and the Night Brothers is the first book in a planned, I believe, 6-book series. Book 1 came out 2021, and Book 2 came out in 2022, and Book 3 is scheduled to release August 27th of this year, 2024. B.B. Alston also made a contract with the publishing company to write, I believe, 5 more books, which is amazing, and there's even a major motion picture in development. This series is just spreading everywhere. It's the next Harry Potter. It's the next Lord of the Rings. This is definitely a book series you guys have to try. But before we get more into my thoughts and my opinions, first I'm going to give you guys a short little summary about the story without trying to spoil too much. So Amari and the Night Brothers follows a 10-year-old girl who goes by the name of Amari Peters. And Amari Peters is living a pretty tough life. She just got kicked out of this high academy which she entered because of a scholarship. She lives in this very rundown community, kind of like what they call the hood, and there's a lot of robberies in her town. People don't really like her. She's facing discrimination because she's African American, and life is just not going good. Her mom also has to work double shifts just to get food on the table. But the main problem in this story is that Amari's brother, Quentin, who I believe is somewhere fresh out of high school or college, has gone missing. For the past 6 months or so, no one knows where he is, how he went missing, or where he works for, since he does have a job. And Amari starts to get suspicious. He's like, where is my brother? Like, does he work for a secret organization? Does he have a girlfriend? Like, where has he been? Isn't until one day on the last day of school when Amari receives a package in the mail, kind of like those ones you'd find from Amazon, and she opens it, and I believe she finds a briefcase with these pair of sunglasses and this note. And as soon as she opens that briefcase, her world just changes. She basically gets invited to join this summer camp, if you call it, that is actually a secret organization called the Bureau, which is basically like a supernatural investigation center filled with mythical creatures and different elements that we don't even see on this earth, that are basically myths to us. And Amari basically joins this Bureau camp where her brother actually attended, and Amari just goes here. She tries to fit in. It turns out that one night, when she first arrives there, there's this ceremony called the Crystal Ball Ceremony, where everyone has to put their hand on this magic ball, and it tells them like their career and where they will work in the Bureau. And when Amari touches her hand in the ball, as you guys can see in the front cover, it turns out that the ball reveals that Amari is a witch, and that she does not belong in the Bureau, and that many people who work there want to get her out because witches and sorcerers back in the day did not have a good past in this society. They destroyed people, they killed people, and because of this, Amari gets made fun of, and it just goes terribly wrong. Throughout the book, Amari also has to go on these different quests to prove herself that she does belong in this society and that she is a good girl, while also trying to find the clues and piece together the mystery of her missing brother. So overall, it's a really good book. It's solid. It's not like the best book in the world. When I first got into it, I was actually expecting a little bit higher expectations, but it still is a very good read for people who are fans of Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or, is looking for a new good book to read. Another thing I really liked about this book is that the author did a very good job talking about racism, discrimination, friendship, and bringing about the idea of magic. B.B. Austin has a very unique writing style. He uses metaphors, he uses very vivid descriptions. He's a very different author who can use his style to his advantage. So it was very awesome getting to read about Amari in this new perspective that I have never read before. Now I'm going to talk about a few things I didn't really like about the book. I feel like most of the book was talking. There wasn't really much action. There was just a lot of like scenes where Amari was just eating lunch or talking with her friends, but not actually doing any like adventure. And Amari hardly even used her magic. Like, come on, this book is about magic, right? You would expect for like more magic to happen. Now, the last 80 or so pages did do a good job of including more action sequences. But most of it, though, was kind of like a setup. Book 1 is really a setup. Book 2, and from what I've heard, Book 3 has more, like, higher stakes and more fighting scenes. But Book 1 is kind of like the establishment of the series and, like, the father standing point. I also think that the book didn't really do a good job of explaining what happened to Amari's brother at the end of the story. I'm not going to get too much into this because it's going to be spoilers, but at the end, there was a few things that weren't really wrapped up well. And I know this is a book series. I know B.B. Elston has plenty of time to answer these unanswered questions, but I kind of just closed the book thinking to myself, did I really read 400 pages and not get answers about Amari's brother? But I'm not going to spoil too much, but that's kind of like one of the feelings I had. I think the cliffhanger was really good, though, at the end. The cliffhanger was very smart. And I'm just excited to see where Book 2 is going to follow up. Now for my rating. If I had to give this book a rating out of 5 stars, I would give it a solid 3. I'll give it a 3. 3 is good. But anyway, guys, that's my book review on Amari and the Night Brothers. Make sure to check it out. It's available on Barnes & Noble's Amazon and on B.B. Elston's website. I'm very excited to see how Book 2 is. Hopefully, it's a little bit better than Book 1. And I'm also going to pre-order Book 3 soon. So I'll be doing book reviews. You guys should expect reviews on Book 2 coming somewhere next week. And then Book 3 review coming out in August. And all of the other books as they come out each year. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you on another video. Peace out.